Hey, what's up guys? DJ LeFave here, and I'm gonna get you from zero to streaming a game using just basic OBS in this recorded tutorial. During this tutorial, we're gonna use OBS and I'm gonna use Rocket League, and I'm gonna show you how to add a webcam, how to apply a green screen filter to that webcam, how to add a game to your OBS, and then how to add live chat on top of that. We're gonna do this all real time. We're gonna dive right in. And then this is kind of like my base tutorial for you guys. Get to know OBS. And then we're going to take it to whole new levels with future recordings coming out very, very soon. So again, like, subscribe this. This is all done in real time. I don't do any editing on my videos. It's all one take. So wish me luck. Hope you guys learned a whole bunch of this, and leave a comment if you guys learned something. All right, we're going to warp on down right into the tutorial. Here we go. That's right, all this fun motion and stuff, you can do it inside of OBS, but that's later. This is the basic, let's get a game streaming to whatever platform you want. Today we're going to do to YouTube. I'm going to show you how to stream to YouTube. Maybe I'll do another video in the future for Twitch. It's the same idea. Believe me, it's going to be so easy. So here we go. You just installed OBS. This is what it looks like for the first time when you open it, right? Right there in the middle of the screen, you've got this auto configuration wizard. So we're going to run through this from scratch, okay? So we're going to optimize this for streaming. Recording is secondary. This is a really great feature because it kind of runs through everything for you. So we're going to use the current 1920 by 1080. That's a 16:9 perspective. YouTube ingests that just fine, and Twitch ingests that just fine. All right, so now we're going to hit next. And we're going to do YouTube. If you were doing Twitch, just go down here and click on Twitch, and it'll connect up. Facebook might as well. So we're going to say connect account, okay? So right now, it's opening up on another screen of mine, and it's saying log into the account. So I'm going to log into the account. I'm going to choose my account name, and we're going to click continue. All right, so now that that is done, you'll see this screen right on over here. It says you prefer the hardware encoding. That is something that if you have the hardware to do it, yes, we prefer the hardware encoding. And we'll let it estimate the bitrate for us. Like I said, keep it simple, stupid, right? Here we go. Click on next. All right, so now it's doing this fun little fuzzy screen. It's testing out everything. It takes about 30 seconds, so roll with me here. While we're waiting, let me let you guys know that I live stream on YouTube on this channel. I try to do it every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's live tutorials, Q&A, walkthroughs, you name it. We have a great time, so hope to see you there. I also do some pop-up live streams. Like we're going to do tonight, because I am going to actually be live streaming this game once we get to that point. So you'll see what it figured out for me. These are the settings that it found based off of my upload speed and the hardware that I have. And this is what it thinks that I can do. So we're going to let it go. That sounds great. You know, OBS knows best, version 27.1. What you'll see it just did is it added to the top right here this chat window. When I go live to YouTube, my chat will now be built in, and you can drag this. It's called a dock. You could drag this anywhere you want inside your screen. I'm going to put it right up over there because I dig that. I dig that section, right? All right, so we're going to put that on pause for right now. We kind of got our initial setup all done. Now we're going to build out our entire scene collection, right? Our entire scene collection is our collection of sources and scenes that are going to build out this entire gaming streaming setup that we have. So when your first setup with OBS, down here on the left is going to be scenes, and here is sources, and then the next dock is the audio mixer. You'll see that I've already got the mic going in and up because it's got my mic picked up automatically through default. My first tip for you right now is right click on this screen and hit vertical layout. As you start adding more and more audio sources, you're going to want to keep it vertical, as you can see a whole lot more going on. So keep that in mind, all right? So let's set up our audio first. We're going to set up our audio, and in order to set up your desktop audio to bring it in where your game is playing, we're going to bring your game audio in. Just go down to the bottom right on Windows, and we're going to select the speaker icon and find out what your speaker is, what your speaker setup. I personally use Voice Meter Potato. If you guys want any additional tutorials other than what I've already done on Voice Meter, let me know. There's so many different ways to get your audio routed through OBS. This is just the one that I find easiest for me because I'm an audio guy, right? I'm a DJ. But it could be your Realtek speakers, whatever it is that you use to listen to your audio. Well, there's Realtek right there. Select it right there. And if you're on a Mac, sorry, I can't help you. You guys figure that one out. All right, so To see if that is working, right? If we want to see if that is working, then you could just open up a simple YouTube video, right? Let's go to let's try this guy's page, right? This guy DJ LeFave, and when I play this video, you should see sound coming up and down right here. That means that my audio is working and it's being pulled in. So here we go. We're gonna play it, and there you go. All right, we got the ad playing. But audio was coming in, so mission accomplished, right? Mission accomplished. All right, so we now have audio coming in. It was super simple, right? We're 5 minutes and 30 seconds in. We've got our audio. We've got our streaming already set up for what we need to do. You start off with one scene. It's kind of already built in here. It's called scene. I'm going to right-click on this one, and I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to call this one, we're going to rename it 000 live gameplay. I like to do all of my live scenes with a 000. That way I know that they'll always be on top, and those are the ones that everything's going to compile into. We're not going to add any sources to this one yet. We're going to do something called nested scenes. So the first thing I'm going to add is we're going to add our video camera, right? This is a video capture device. So we'll say camera, C-A-M for cam, and we're going to call this camera 1. Now, if you happen to have more than one camera, this is where you can label it whatever you want. So the scene is now called Cam 1. What we're going to do over in Sources is I'm going to click plus. I'm going to click Video Capture Device. That is a camera. It's got that little icon right next to it, all right? So we click on Video Camera, and we're going to say Cam 1. All right, and we'll say OK. And now this comes up. You get to pick out which camera you want. For this purpose, I'm going to pick my OBS camera because this is how I gotta get two cameras working at once. But bam, we've got a green screen behind there. We've got a green screen. So this brings me up to another great tip for you. If you guys want to add a green screen, I'm going to show you how to do that, or a chroma filter, a chroma key effect. If you don't, then just fast forward past this to the next timestamp down below. All right, in order to make this green go away, first off, have great lighting. I already have a green screen, obviously, so I just added a green color source behind me, but the same thing holds true. We're going to right-click on this source. We're going to click on Filters, and then under the Effects filter, I'm going to click the plus button, and I'm going to select Chroma Key. And you could just say OK for Chroma Key right there. And you'll notice that almost off the bat, because my green was so perfect, it went away. So as I move around, you can't see it really, nothing behind me. If you have to mess with it at all, these top two settings right here, similarity and smoothness. If I go and move this up and down, you'll see the green come back, right? And if I move the smoothness up and down, you'll see like me almost get a little bit transparent. And so now we're gonna go defaults again, and we're all set up. So bam, we now have a camera with a green screen effect applied. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. All right, so we've got a camera now. Now we need the game, right? Let's go add the game. So I'm going to add a new scene. We're going to click the plus button. And in this scene, I'm going to call it Game, G-A-M-E. And we're going to call this one Rocket League. That's the game we're playing today, baby. That's the one. Well, we're going to get it set up for you, all right? We're going to get it set up. Very simple again. I have Rocket League open right now, and I have it set up in window mode, all right? It's in window mode, and you could do it in full screen. You can do whatever one you want. I find window mode to work better just for me right now and how I'm going to display this to you all, okay? So in the sources for this scene, I'm going to click plus, and I'm going to click Game Capture. And in this, I'm going to call this Rocket League, okay? And we'll say okay. And I am going to say mode, capture specific window. And this specific window that we're going to capture is called, you guessed it, Rocket League. There we go. And we will click OK. All right, now we're going to zoom out. You're not seeing anything right now because the window is minimized. Once we bring the window up and open, now it is showing up inside of our OBS. So I'm just going to keep it open there behind me. So now we have our gameplay, and our cursor was included in that. If you want to not have your cursor included, right-click on this, click Properties, and you could uncheck this box for Capture Cursor. All right? Cool. There we go. Now we click OK. All right, so we now have the game. We have the camera, right? So let's go and we're going to nest these together into our live production scene right quick. We're going to zoom in on over here, and in Scenes, you can actually add other scenes as sources. And I'm going to show you why that's useful. We're going to click the plus button, and the first scene we're going to add is the first layer. This is going to be the Rocket League scene. So we click on Add Existing, Rocket League, and we say OK. All right, so now Rocket League is added. Now I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to click the plus button. I'm going to click Scene, Add Existing, and I'm going to add my camera. And we say OK. Oh, we got to fix that Chroma key, man. That Chroma key went cray-cray. Which is a good lesson to have here. So I can resize this whole scene wherever I want, and I can move me wherever I want. So we can create fun overlays in the future if we'd like to, and we'll definitely get into that with future lessons. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up. There's this little button over here called Studio Mode. If you open up Studio Mode, this offers some really nice features where you get to see both screens at one time. With Studio Mode open, I'm going to select camera, and now my camera is on the left, and my production is on the right. You see how I'm kind of transparent? I can't see that in the camera scene, but I can see it definitely in the gameplay scene. That means we have to go and finesse our filter a little bit. So I'm going to select the source, and here's another way you can get the filter. Just click on Filters right over here. Now, in this filter, I click on the Chroma key again, and if I go and move the smoothness down, you see how I get sharper? Way sharper over there. So we'll move the smoothness down. I like the way that looks. Now I'm going to uncheck Studio Mode, and there we go. We now have my camera in here. Now the third thing I said I was going to get you today, I'm going to get you live chat, and then we're going to show it in progress as we broadcast this baby out, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do it via Streamelements. You can also do essentially the same thing with Streamlabs, but, you know, nobody likes Streamlabs nowadays. So we'll do it with Streamelements, all right? Let me zoom on out. And I am now currently logged in to, I believe I'm logged in. Yes, I am logged into my dashboard on Streamelements. So on Streamelements, you can see that I only have one subscriber this week. That's so sad. Subscribe if you guys like this. We're gonna build this channel. This is a whole lot of fun. I love doing this. I love teaching you guys how to do this stuff. So click the like button, subscribe, and definitely drop some comments because I love hearing where all you guys and gals are from, all right? So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to Streaming Tools inside of our dashboard, and we're going to go to My Overlays. And then we're going to click New Overlay. This is brand spanking new. It's going to be super easy to do. And the overlay resolution is going to be 1080p. That's what we already have set up on our screen. We're going to click Start. Okay, super simple today. We're going to click the plus button. We're going to click Stream Tools, and then it's going to be Stream Chat. I'll zoom in for effect. It's plus Stream Tools, your streams chat in real time. Now you'll notice it shows up right up here, and it has a bit of a background right here. It's got a shaded background. You can change all of these items over here on the left. You could change the position, size, and style, the opacity of 100%, and the text settings you can also change all over here. In essence of time right now, we're going to leave this as it is. Just get it on the screen, and then maybe I'll do future videos if you guys want to see how to make some nice, transparent chat, okay? Now, this whole screen, this is the canvas. What you're looking at here is the whole canvas, and that's essentially the size of it. So we can resize it if we want to, and then inside of OBS, we can size it down if we'd like, all right? So we're going to click, first we got to name it. So we're going to name this the Rocket League Chat, and we're going to click Save. Now, the last thing you got to do is click this little icon right here, this little copy overlay URL. We're going to copy it. All right, let's go back into OBS, and we're going to create a new scene. This one is going to be called a nested scene. So we're going to say nest it, all right, as the scene name, and we're going to say chat, and we'll say OK. So inside this scene, we are going to now add a browser source, and I'm just going to name this the Streamelements Chat, and we'll say OK. And then in here for the URL, you're going to put the URL that we just got. We're going to make the width 1920 by 1080. If you have a different canvas size, then adjust it here. If it's by 720 or whatever, you do anything you'd like right there. And now we'll say OK. So now it's going to blow up to be the entire size of the screen. We're going to zoom on out, and you can see that this is what the chat is going to look like. This is the size of it. So let's do our final step right here. We're going to add that as a nested scene into our production scene. Click the plus. We're going to click on scene, and we're going to add existing, and we're going to say rocket nested chat. There we go. I'm going to zoom out, and you can see that it's hideous color. It's a hideous color. Completely hideous. I'll crop it over here. You can crop by holding the Alt key, and there's these little squares in the corners, and you can crop it on down like that. You can also apply a filter to an entire scene. So we're just going to right-click on this nested chat. We're going to click on filters. We're going to do a chroma key on this one again. Check this out. We'll say chroma key, and instead of it being green, we're going to select a custom color and select the color, and we're going to pick the color from the screen, and the color that we're going to pick is the color of this chat. And we'll say OK. And now that gray dark background is no longer a gray dark background. Okay, it is now transparent. We did that inside of OBS. This is all basic OBS stuff. I'll resize it again to make it large. There we go. Okay. So we've got the game. We've got the camera. We've got the chat. That's everything we need to go and go get streaming. So to stream on YouTube, one thing that you might want to think of beforehand is a catchy thumbnail. What I do is I use PowerPoint. I use PowerPoint to create my thumbnails. And right now, I created this thumbnail right before the show. And I'm going to tell everybody, congratulations, you're a part of this OBS tutorial. That's right, you are now a part of this tutorial. I created in PowerPoint. All you got to do essentially now from here is File, Save As, and then you can save it on your desktop. You just save it as a JPEG, and we'll click JPEG. And we'll click, we'll call this the Thummy 1, and we'll say save, and we'll say just this slide, and bliggity splat. That is now a JPEG. This is the perfect size that you need for YouTube. Why was that important? Because inside of OBS now, you don't even have to go to YouTube now that you're connected. We'll go to Manage Broadcast, and on this Manage Broadcast, I'm going to say that this is an example video of live chat. We'll just leave it as that. And then the description, I've already written the description here, so I'm going to go grab my description. That way I save some time. I thought ahead. Cool. So on this, we're going to call this privacy. It'll be public. We'll make it gaming. Is this made for kids? No, it's not made for kids. We'll select the file of the thumb that we just created, which was tutorial thumb. I saved that earlier. That's fine. We'll go with that. So now you'll see your thumbnails here. The other things that you might want to consider is the latency of this all. If you want to check the latency, you can't do a whole bunch of different settings in here. Like you can't select your monetization. You can't do a couple of other. You can't add hashtags through here. What you can do though is you could schedule a broadcast on the website for YouTube, and then you could go over to select existing broadcast and click on the existing broadcast and go live from there. So we're just going to do this right now. We're going to say that, create broadcast. Cool. All right. Creating a new live broadcast. Please wait. You guys are seeing this all. We have done this all in 18 minutes and 37 seconds. 100%. So now all I have to do now is click start streaming. All right, we're going to click start streaming, and then bam, we should be live. And I'm going to bring up my page in a moment. We click start streaming, and this is our full example. I'm going to turn off my gaming music right now just so we get this whole thing squared away. So now I'm going to open up the YouTube channel, and I should be live. Yep, I am live right now. So you see this right here. It has gone live. We click start streaming, and we're going to make sure that the audio right there is got it. So now we're going to do a test chat. Test chat. And we should be seeing it on our screen right over here, okay? But there is a little bit of a delay. You gotta take into account for the delay. So we'll hopefully do test chat, and then hopefully some of my folks will come on here. Now you're going to see below, this is actually my streaming setup. We're going to turn this off for a moment. But this should be connected. This should be going. the chat should be showing up. You know what might be happening? Our filter might have actually kicked it off. So if we go to our filters and we're going to hide this chroma filter, yep, there it is. We went a little too hardcore on that. So we're going to go lighter, 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 adjusting our filter. Come on, baby. Come on. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Oh, we got to turn it on. There we go. We went a little too hard. Bring the smoothness down. And nope. So we will remove this filter for now, and we'll do another video showing you how to get the chat looking good. All right, let me move back on over here, and we'll click close right there. So now we'll bring up the web page again, DJ LeFave, right here, and we'll do another test chat, and 1, 2, 3, bam, we've got that. So now you have your chat coming over on your screen inside of OBS, which is, everything that we wanted. Redo it there. Beautiful. And it seems to be a little bit delayed inside of Streamelements versus the one that I'm currently using, because it's showing up really quickly on this recorded broadcast, which is kind of cool. All right, so now we have that set up. So let's get the game going. There's a couple different ways you can do this with the game. When I bring the game open, you could have the game open but play with OBS, because if you're playing on OBS itself, then you actually get to see the chat messages coming in, right? There's a couple of different ways you can do this in OBS. The first thing I'm going to recommend that you do is in the... We already zoomed in? Beautiful. In File, you could say always on top. That means OBS will always be on top of any other application, even if you're using that application, like we're going to be using for Rocket League. So I'm going to zoom back out again. So as I do this, you can also make your, we got picture within a picture within a picture. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, I'm going to minimize that guy. And the other thing that you can do is you can right-click on this scene, and you could say full screen. You can do projector mode, right? You can make it full screen, and you could play it on one of your monitors, or you can do full screen window. When I do full screen window, where did it go? Where is it? Right click, windowed projected scene. Nah, it's not like, oh, there it is. There we are, right there. Oh, that's because I made OBS always on top. You learn something new every time. Uncheck that. And like I said, this is real time. Hopefully you guys are definitely digging this. 22 minutes in, we've got a game live and streaming onto YouTube. So you could take this window now, and you could basically make this window as large as you'd like. Make it fit your screen if you want. Come on. Maximize. Beautiful. Oh, if I zoom out, it helps. So now I have the game on a screen, and it's wonderful. We're going to do this, and we're going to move over. And, oh, this is crazy. It's two of me. It's two LeFaves, baby. It's two LeFaves. So now all I got to do is click on the game. I'm going to bring this window over to a different monitor, and I'm going to say resume game. You should be hearing the audio. And as I play on here, I'm going to hit the ball. Come on, let's score a goal and then call it a day, huh? Let's score a goal, baby. I'm so bad at this game. I don't even know why I picked it. And come on, get in there. Oh, yeah. LeFave. Boom. This could be you, baby. This could be you. That's it. Simple as that. Simple as that. We're going to escape out of here. Going to minimize that window. Don't need it open anymore. I'm going to zoom on out. Zoom on out. Going to get rid of this full screen. Going to bring this baby back. There you go. It's as simple as that. We're going to get back up to right here. Covered everything in 24 minutes. I'm DJ LeFave. That's everything you need to know to go from zero to streaming on OBS. All simple, all basic stuff. It's as easy as I could teach you. And we're only going to build stuff from there because I'm here to help elevate your stream. Because in a world full of creators, it's time for you to be an innovator. Again, I'm here live on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. Hope to see you guys a part of my broadcast. I'm DJ LeFave. Hope you learned something. Smash the like button. Out.